So next we have an interesting session and valuable session on interview training, elevator pitch, and personal branding. For the session, we have a special person today, and he is none other than Dr. A.S. Abdurrashid. Dr. A.S. Abdurrashid, who is currently a speech and presentation coach, a digital content creator, and instructor teaching in Skillshare and Udemy. He is the founder of Epic Mentorship and a member of Toastmasters International since 2019. Dr. A.S. Abdurrashid is a lecturer at the Department of Civil Engineering of Ahmadu Bello University, Zaire, Nigeria, with a PhD in Civil Engineering from University Technology, Petronas, Malaysia. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome with a virtual round of applause Dr. Abdurrashid to take the floor and share his knowledge. Over to you, sir.
Right, can I confirm if you are seeing my slides? We just maybe a reaction?
Yes, sir, we can see.
All right. Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, wherever you are. I'm Dr. Rashid. You've heard a lot about me, and I'm very, very happy to be here. Who is happy to be here with me? Yes, any reaction is good. Okay. Thank you so much to the organizers of this event for the invitation. And I am extremely super happy to connect with all of you guys. And I hope we will learn something together today. So I'll be talking to you about interview sessions, interview trainings, elevator pitch, personal branding, which is the most important, which is what we are going to spend most of our time doing is personal branding. Why do you need to personal brand? But I have some thought-provoking questions to share with you guys. I hope you will pay attention. So I'll talk to you about personal branding, interview tips, and then I'll give you the pitching ideas, depending on how much time you've got. Okay? So let's start with why do we need to personal brand? Why do you need to brand yourself? I'm sure you've heard a lot about personal branding from Dr. Michelle just a few minutes ago. But then I would share with you some thought-provoking questions. Pay attention to the screen, my friends. When was the last time you Googled your name? If I'm to ask you this question, when was the last time you put your name, Dr. A.S. Abdurrashid, on Google? What did you find? Did you know that? Did you know that people are Googling about you? Whether you're friends, whether you're employers, whether you're future employers, whether you're teachers, whether some people randomly, they Google about things that has to do with you. Did you know this? Okay, so information they have online, information they find online, whether you like it or not, is what they will use to assess your credibility, your knowledge, and your experience. Okay? People are Googling about you, and whatever they have on the online space is exactly what they are going to use to judge. So it's high time you understand this and you put the right image of who you are online. So when they want to find out about who you are, they will find the right information. So what do we say here? Brand yourself before others brand you. Brand yourself before others brand you. Now let's take a look at this, because I know a lot of you are still having a doubt. Maybe some of you are not so clear about what personal branding is. I'll tell you this evening. So personal branding is just a big word, but it simply means self-positioning, okay? Self-packaging, elevating your credibility and differentiating yourself from others. How are you different from others? That's just what it means, okay? And how are you to package yourself? You know, it's all about packaging. Who the hell are you? Package yourself and put it out so that those people searching, they will search the exact information you want them to see. So what I'm saying is find your uniqueness building a reputation on the things you want to be known for. Yes, you have gone to the university. Yes, you have studied medicine or you've studied electrical engineering. But what do you want to be known for? This is what I'm talking about when I say what makes you special. What's your magic? What's your calling? What is that one thing that only you can do? And you have to put it out, package it, and submit it. That is branding. So what problem do you solve? That is the biggest, in a bigger show, okay? What problem do you solve? That is who you are, okay? The fact that you find yourselves in the same classroom doesn't make you equal. You are created special. So this leads us to who you are actually is what people say behind you when you are out of the classroom or when you're out of the room. What do people say about you? That is your personal brand. Are you following? Please, with the reaction, I want to know if you guys are following. Any reaction? All right. Yes. Thank you. So let's continue. So you need to understand what is your purpose in life. You are created differently. No version of you exists anywhere in the world. You are a limited version. You are only yourself. It's only you, no one else. So what is your purpose in life? Did you know that? If you don't know, understand these very simple steps and I'll help you to find out who you are. So why do you get up in the morning to do what you do? Just this is a very challenging question as well. Be very specific. Yeah, I get up in the morning to go to school. I get up in the morning to do my assignments. I get up in the morning to do this. Why do you do it? Why are you doing it? What's the purpose behind it? So understanding this can get you somewhere. But let's look at yourself as a product. Try to look at yourself as a very simple product. You could be Coca-Cola. You could choose to be an Apple laptop, and you could choose to be a MacD. These are brands, okay? These are products, but they are powerful. What makes them powerful? These are the qualities, the characteristics that defines these very products. They are powerful, they are authentic, they are consistent, they are visible, and they are valuable. So these same qualities apply to human, okay? It applies to personal brands, okay? So ask yourself this question: are you powerful? Yes, you've got a lot of achievement, but are they visible? You get this first class, you get this conference, you get this award. We went on and put everything inside your box. Who knows it? So are you visible? Are you authentic? Are you truthful? If someone searches about you, is he going to find the right information about you? Are you consistent? Whatever you do, be consistent. Okay? Put yourself out and be consistent in putting content. Are you valuable? What problem do you solve? And are you consistent in solving that problem? Are you impactful? Okay? So look at these brands. You know yourself. By mere looking at the picture, you know these brands exist and they are powerful. What makes them powerful? These are the attributes. Do you have these attributes? Because this same thing applies to humans. Let's take a look at a very interesting fact that Mark Twain said. The two most important days of your life are the days you were born and the days and the day you find out why were you born. Why were you born? That means you are very special person. So find out what makes you unique. So ask yourself these thought-provoking questions as well. What makes you special? What are your greatest strengths? What differentiates you from others? Ask yourself, what do you want to be known for? What do you want others to think about when they hear Dr. Rashid? When they hear your name, what do you want them to think? And then ask yourself, how does this my uniqueness translate to value? How does being unique in the society translate to solving a problem, translate to monetizing a problem, okay? So what do people come to you for? Generally, you can see even in your classroom, people approach you because you have mathematical skills, you have communication skills, you have some aptitude when it comes to writing. People approach you whenever they want to write love letters to their girlfriends. Whenever they want to have an MC, someone to perform on stage, they come to you. So harness those powers. Understand that these are the values you have. These are what you have to offer to your people. Okay. So understanding your uniqueness can give you an edge in building your brand. So let's go. Let me help you to find out exactly your purpose-driven career. Are you following and are you ready to learn this? With a reaction, please. I hope you are following. Any reaction? Any reaction? Yes, 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 yes. Good. Let's go. Now let's understand this, guys. This is a very simple chart. Try to understand it. We have what you do best. Understand this is very important and very crucial. This is what you do best. This is who you are, okay? And this is what others in the same space do best. Others in the same space with you do best. Now, this is what your target wants. This is what your target market wants. Okay, understand the lines and look at how they intersect. Now, there are three different quadrants that I want you to understand very clearly. The first one is called the losing zone. Losing zone is where others can do better than you. If you understand that this place, I have no aptitude in it, don't even go there. It's a losing zone. You are just going to waste your time. Don't go there. Move away. The second zone is called the dump zone. This is the zone that you know this is a space where no one cares. You know something and others in the space know something, but no one is looking for it. Okay, the market is not there. So don't even waste your time there. The next space is called the risky zone. This risky zone is competitive because you have others who have known what you are trying to sell or what you are trying to showcase, but then it's risky. You can win if you have a lot of talent and you've got a lot of skills with you. But the most important step, or the most important zone or the winning zone is where you can win. You have a clear difference, where your clear difference, only you have the capacity to go on and deal with your target audience, okay? You have the skills and only you have the aptitude. If you understand this step, if you understand who you are at this step, winning zone 4, this is number 4, you will have very ease of navigation to your success. Very easy. You will understand your brand, you will understand your purpose in life, and you go straight to short circuit it to just go to your audience and give them your product. So why the need for personal branding? Why do people personal brand? In today's economy and job market, knowledge is not enough. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very sorry to say that it's not enough for you to graduate from chemical engineering or civil engineering or electrical engineering or to be a member of IEEE. Knowledge alone, your first class alone, your course of study alone, or how much you know is not enough. The 21st century, a lot has changed, okay? The world has turned 360 degrees. It's now more about skills, communication skills, personal branding skills, personal communication, networking skills. You know, you have to get yourself to understand the soft skills that can connect you, or problem-solving skills that can easily get you connected with your employers, because that is what people are looking for in the industry. They are not looking out for your certificate. You can have the certificate, but you don't know anything. You have the certificate, but you don't have the skills. So you have to have the skills, and they have to be soft skills. Okay? So regardless of, you can do well in school, but try to have that skills to balance out. So when you are being asked, you can showcase yourself as someone with difference within the applicants. So what we are saying is nobody will think about your work until you let them know. Nobody will care whether you receive an award in a conference or you receive a first class in your school until you put that out. That achievement is not for you alone. It's for all the globe, it's for global, everyone to know. Okay, put it out. The right people have to know. If they are searching about you, they should come across that information, because that achievement is not for you alone. So this is very important for you to understand. Why do we need to personal brand? The benefits, let me tell you about the benefits now. If you do personal branding, it helps you establish credibility, you'll be visible, increase your online influence, people will look at you, people will know you, people will follow you from all angles, and you become an authority in what you do. You grow your career and industry recognition. Very easy when you put out yourself, put out your skills, put out your achievements on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on other platforms. Very easy. Employers are there. They are searching. Once they come across someone like you, they'll easily give you a thumbs up and they'll hire you. So personal branding can help you also generate sales. Okay. You can sell a lot of products and services online. Just put out yourself. Okay. It will help you to attract employment opportunities. I've just talked about this. It will help you to expand your professional network. You reach out to people. You don't even know who is looking. When you make a post on LinkedIn, my friends, it is very powerful. It can go as far as it can. The algorithm is just like that. You can go anywhere. Anybody can search and will find you. It doesn't matter whether today, tomorrow, next tomorrow, you will be found. Okay, so know what you are doing and put it out for the right people to find. This personal branding can set you on a path of professional development, personal and professional development. It can challenge you to improve because you know where you are and you know where you are going to be. So it will help you to improve. And then it will help you to collect your thoughts. You know exactly all the achievements you have. You collect them in one place and you'll be able to push them out to the right people. And it takes steps. Take steps to achieve your goals. If you put out yourself, you will even be receiving feedback from people, from professionals on how to achieve your goals. What are the things you want to do and how they might help you. You might be receiving calls from people to tell you, oh, Rashid, you don't need to do it this way. Do it like this. You don't need to do it this way. I think you want to be somebody like this. You better to do it this way. And then you take their advice. If it is good, you take. If it's not good, you dump it. So personal branding can expose you to all of this. Okay, so let me share with you why people don't do personal branding. This is very flimsy excuse that people give why they don't personal brand. The first is fear of the unknown, fear of what people will say. People will think I'm bragging that I show myself on the internet. I have a website, I have a YouTube channel, and people will think I'm just bragging. My friend, you have to brag. You have to showcase yourself. Don't be afraid of anybody. Okay, showcase yourself out because you need to expose yourself. You need to sell yourself. Don't worry about what other people say. Trying to be what the world wants. You are trying to follow other people. Maybe your father wants you to be a medical doctor, or maybe your father wants you to do things like that, or maybe your girlfriend don't want you to expose yourself so that other girls cannot see you or something like that. Well, don't those people. Professionally design your website or resume or your achievements, put it out. Better to remain with your comfort, within your comfort zone. So let me tell you, my friends, if you remain within your comfort zone, if you continue to do what other people are doing, you will continue to get exactly what other people are getting. If you want to get something different, then you have to do something different and you have to move out of your comfort zone. Comfort zone is not for successful people. Disturb yourself, challenge yourself, put yourself out, and you will be amazed by what you will receive. People give other excuses also. They say, I'm too old for this, or I'm too young for this. It's not time for me. I don't have enough knowledge. I don't have the certificates to do this. I'm not up to this. I'm not up to the task. I'm too fat. I'm too ugly. I'm too skinny. You know, these are flimsy excuses people give, and sometimes they say, I don't have money. But these are not excuses. There are things you do without money, and you put it up to yourself. And then sometimes you hear them say, I don't have the time. My friend, 24 hours is too much for you to do personal branding. So it's very, very important to brand yourself before others brand you. So get this into your head. Before others brand you, brand yourself. So if you want to do personal branding, if you want to brand yourself, I've got 3 formulas for you. 3 formulas, the 3 C's formula. The first one is go onto online, go to your Facebook and Instagram, delete any incriminating evidence. Anything you know, politically, you have to be very sensitive. Anything you know that can incriminate you in the future, if someone comes searching about you, he's going to find that information and you feel like you're not comfortable with it, delete it. If you have any issue with someone, delete that post. So you are beginning to prepare yourself for personal branding. That's credibility. The second is consistency. Go out, showcase yourself on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on website, on LinkedIn. Put out yourself and be consistent in delivering value and content. And people will find you very easily. And the last part of the C is clarity. Find a mentor, someone who has been to where you want to be, someone who has been to where you want to be, and follow him. Very easily, you get to that place. Very, very easily. So these are very simple steps. You can follow these steps and you will see in less than no time, you will find yourself successful. So are you following, guys? Before we go to the next stage, next phase of the session, are we following? Just to confirm, are we following with just a reaction? Even if not with a chat, with just a reaction, please. All right, let's go on. Now, this brings us to the next part, which is interview tips. You've had some from Dr. Michelle. He talked to you about interview tips, and whether you like it or not, as you graduate, you are going to find job and you are going to be interviewed and you are going to talk something, okay? So I'm going to share with you, because of time, we don't have much time. I'm going to share with you my very key strategy that I follow, very simple steps that I follow to prepare myself and to come out very nicely and successful in interviews. So just pay attention. The first thing I do is I understand the 5 laws of P. You can repeat after me, even though I cannot hear you. Please repeat after me. The 5 laws of P. Prior preparation prevents poor performance. Just repeat it in your room, no problem. Prior preparation prevents poor performance. Please say it. Prior preparation prevents poor performance. If you prepare ahead of time, you prepare yourself ahead of time, you do your assignment ahead of time, you come out successful. If you do the right things, okay? Do the right things before the interview, you are going to do the right thing. So understand these 5 laws of P and start preparing ahead of time. So what do you need to prepare for the interview? You need to know about the organization, okay? Whichever organization, go in detail, find out, go to their website, go to their social media handles, follow them. Try to understand what are they into, what are their mission, what are their vision, when was it established, what are their achievements, okay, successes, failures, what are their challenges? Go as close to them as you can and try to relate what they have with your expertise and experience. Okay, all their challenges, try to look inwards within you. What can you do to solve those kind of problems? When you put yourself, you position yourself as a solution solver, as a problem solver, you will come out successful. During the interview, you will appear much more informed about that company and you talk about it very, very fantastically. It will be as if you are a member of that company or someone within the company give you a heads up about what their challenges are. So getting to know the company or the organization in and out is very important. Do anything you can to get to understand that organization. Be it your friends, you can reach out to people working there or anything. Just get to know that organization as far as you can. The next tip is your job responsibilities. Usually on any adverts, there used to be job description. People used to ignore that. You don't pay attention to it. Please and please, before you apply for that job, understand the responsibilities you are assigned to. And then try to relate it with your experience. Can you do this? And how can you do it? How can you make it even much more better and unique? How can you bring in different perspective to this kind of this responsibility that you are assigned to? So understanding your job responsibility can put you ahead of others, okay? Have a detailed understanding. Then nowadays, I understand that through the interviews, companies don't give direct questions anymore. They give applied questions. They will look at you because with applied question, you will be challenged, you will be tasked to talk about yourself, to talk about your life, to talk about your achievement. They will look at you and tell you, yeah, they know the generic question, tell me about yourself. You already mastered that one. Tell me about what school did you do, or your certificate. Those ones are too generic. When you come to applied question, they will look at you and ask you, tell me a time when you have failed. What did you do? And you have to respond. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to share with you that there's a method in which you have to respond to applied questions. If you follow that method, you will come out successful and you will optimize your words. You will say the right words at the right time and you nail it exactly. So in applied question, I want to share with you the STAR formula. The STAR formula, the STAR formula. What does it mean? So the STAR is an acronym for situation, task, action, and results. Okay, situation, task, action, and result. The situation, what is that situation? What is the scenario? When I was in the company, when I was in water and gas company, or when I was in this oil and gas company, we were tasked to do this. Okay, so the task comes in. You are given an assignment to do this, and what did you do? Did you do the assignment? Did you fail? Did you succeed? These are actions. Okay, you did the work, and this is how I did the work. And then what is the result? Tremendous benefit. We won the contract. After I did the work, we got the contract. These are your results. The company gained money. The company became recognized. The company won an award. These are results. Let me give you an example. Hey, Rashid, tell me about a time when you missed a deadline. What did you do? Are you following at all? Please, if you are following with a reaction, let me know. Okay, good. So, yeah, good. So, tell me about a time when you have missed a deadline. What did you do? I know you will see this kind of series of questions, similar questions like this. So, the whole idea is to get you to understand how to answer some of them. You can do your further research, but let me give you the tip of the iceberg. So let me give you an example with myself. Later, I will ask you to give me 2 volunteers to answer the next 2 questions. All right? Yes, 2 volunteers. So let me tell you a situation. I was asked, for example, this question. I missed the deadline, but how do I come out and explain to the interviewers professionally how I missed the interview, how I missed the deadline, and it came out to be something strong. So let me tell you, picture this. In 1997, when I was working in oil and gas industry or water and dams construction company, I was tasked to go on the field to carry out a geophysical survey. Okay, so I'm explaining the situation. The situation was when I was in the company, I was asked to go and carry out geophysical survey in the field. So we went with my boss. We carried out the survey. It was on Friday. We came back. I was to prepare the report and bring it out on Monday for the company to submit. So the deadline I was given was Monday for the company to submit the contract, the proposal to the customer so that we can win some contracts. Unfortunately for me, when I get home, I was preparing the report. I get to a point, I realized that I missed a data in the field that I was supposed to pick from the field. And there was no way I could go there and pick the data unless it is on Monday, because they only open on Monday. So this is the challenge, okay? This is the task. So what action did I do? What did I do? So I knew that I was going to meet the deadline, so I quickly picked up my phone. I called my boss. I told him the situation. I could go ahead and do the competition, but I will not get the right answer, and we will not get the contract because we will lose our credibility. I told him that the best thing is I'm going to go on Monday to go and take that data and then recompute or compute the real actual data. He now understands my situation, and then he gave me the go ahead and take the data. On Monday, I rushed to the field, I took the data, I came back home, I recomputed everything, I got it done and submitted on Tuesday. Now the result is we got the contract. The result is my boss liked me because he trusts me now because I know what I'm doing. Okay? So this is all it. So let me analyze the scenario for you. Situation, task, action, and result. The situation is the company. I narrated when I was working in the company. The task was we were to collect the data and I was to produce the result, the report by Monday. Okay? So I missed it. So what action did I do? I called my boss. I narrated the situation. He gave me the go-ahead. I went on Mondays. I picked the data. I came back and recomputed everything and submitted. What was the results? We got the contract. My boss now trusts me and get the job done. So this is it. Very simple. So let me give you a very simple one. Like, I don't know. You can think about it. Relate it to yourself. Maybe in your school. Maybe in your job. Anything. Relate it to yourself. I need 2 volunteers to answer the next 2 questions for me. So then maybe you can take these questions and maybe answer them on your own. Try to answer them on your own. Maybe try to see how you can present it to your friend, someone around you, to see what are your reactions or to see whether you meet that formula. You have to use that formula, STAR formula, okay? Situation, task, action, and results. So the second question is describe a time when you resolve an issue with an unhappy customer? So these are two interesting, applying, and challenging questions. So please take them and try to practice at home and share them with your friends, and then present maybe to your friends. And this brings us to the end of it all. Thank you very much, guys, for listening to me up to this point. And I hope you learned something tonight or this afternoon or anything, wherever you are. Thank you for listening. Terrible Kasi, gracious, Nagode. And back to you. You control the DMC.
Thank you, Dr. Abdul Rashid, for this informative session. It was indeed very interesting talk, and we are really grateful for your time. On behalf of our committee, please accept our heartfelt thank you, Dr. Abdul Rashid. Let's have a virtual round of applause for him, please. Thank you so much, sir, for your very, very informative session.